Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you an NFL Week 6 preview between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with Green Bay.
The Packers are going to have to come in this ball game and protect the underneath coverage in the passing game. That's going to fall on A.J. Hawk and also Charles Woodson. They're going to have to protect themselves versus the over routes, the under routes that are ran by the tight ends, those crossing patterns, those deep in routes by wide receivers. If they can protect themselves in a short to intermediate passing game, I think they could have a chance. But let's go inside the lab to see how that offense of the Packers can match up versus the
Let's say
Houston
the Green Bay
Texans.
Packers want to find a way to get Jermichael Finley the football isolated on a strong safety or a corner, but they don't want to do it pre-snap. They want to do it right before they snap the ball. My suggestion, utilizing shifting should help you in that situation. Here's what we have set up. You have your running back, whomever this is going to be this week for the Green Bay Packers. We have Jermichael Finley lined up in a fullback position in the backfield with Jordy Nelson outflanked, Jennings or Jones right here in the slot, in the second tight end, Tom Crabtree right here on the line. So that's going to hold the strong safety. And pre-snap, we're going to shift Jordy Nelson right here just on the interior, because you can also take advantage of the inside route with this guy. He's a physical guy. He also has a lot of speed. And right before you snap the ball, shift Finley out right here. Now you have Finley either matched up on this corner or they're going to walk the strong safety out. Either way, they're going to find way. You're going to find the opportunity to run Nelson right here on the interior. But if they keep the corner out here, this is the match you want. If they keep the strong safety out here, this is the match you want, because this is what's going to happen. You fade, stop, and Rodgers is one of the best back shoulder throwers of the football in the National Football League.
Now let's move over to the Houston Texans. You look at J.J. Watt playing MVP caliber football, and they're going to need another MVP caliber effort this week versus the great Aaron Rodgers in that passing attack. And that passing game of the Packers does put a lot of pressure on opposing defenses because it widens out the pressure. And when you can widen out a defense, you can instantly pick up where the pressure points are coming from. So guys like Glover Quinn are going to be asked to cover more. Daniel Manning is going to have to step up in coverage. They will be put to the test this week by Green Bay. But let's go back inside the lab to see how the Texans offense utilizes the bootleg to effectiveness.
The Houston Texans have one of the more impressive bootleg passing games in the National Football League, and I'm going to show you why it's effective versus a 2-deep coverage and a 3-deep coverage. And it's all due to the fact that the spacing involved and the way they run their routes of precision is key. You see right here versus 3-deep, you have the tight end Owen Daniels showing block of the zone as, you know, we going this way, fake the zone, coming back around, showing block, and then going around and above the linebackers, thus forcing this safety to make a choice. Either I'm going to squeeze down or I'm going to stay atop this in route. And this is Andre Johnson right there. And that's what makes it so tough, because now as Schaub is rolling out, this safety is going to make a wrong choice. Either he's going to fly over there to help out that corner, either he's going to try to stay atop this breaking in route, or he's going to try to decrease the probability of him going to this tight end over. And that's what's effective versus the 3-deep coverage, because there's a window here, 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 and there's an outlet right there, and also there's this guy right there. So there's plenty windows. And if you see this free safety start to flow this way, here's Andre Johnson going down the middle, 20 yards deep down the field. Now versus 2-deep coverage, it's a little bit different. Johnson is going to push this route up to 20 to 25 yards, then break in, because there's the void right there versus 2-deep coverage. And also now you see showing, he's going to show block, then come around the backers again, and again showing the motion, coming back around, bringing Schaub around. And again, versus cover 2, there's the window here, and there's going to be the window here, because this guy is going to be dropped back in this coverage. He's going to try to squeeze that corner route, and this guy's responsibility is to squeeze this route here. So here's your answer right there, which is why the bootleg is very tough to defend versus the Houston Texans, especially once they get the running game going.
Protecting Aaron Rodgers is mission number 1, so I think both offensive tackles, Brian Bulaga and Marshall Newhouse, will be X factors in this ballgame. You got to keep J.J. Watt in check as the Texans move him around the formation. Tim Dobbins for the Texans is an X factor, replacing Brian Cushion. Can he step up in pass coverage as well as playing downhill in the running game? Now let's look at the personnel breakdown in this matchup. You see right there, both sides of the line of scrimmage are question marks in my opinion for Green Bay. You got to be able to protect Aaron Rodgers, and you also have to own the line of scrimmage. You got to play gap discipline so that way your linebackers can have free reign to the football. I like the Texans in this ball game. Minimal questions on the offensive line and defensive line for Houston. Yes, they lose Cushing, but I don't think that will be that big of a blow, especially going against the Green Bay running game or lack thereof. So I think they're going to force Green Bay to be one-dimensional, which they are, and that way it just plays right into the hands of getting pressure on a quarterback. I want to thank both Houston Texan fans and also Green Bay Packer fan forums for always showing football game plan support.